Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going through the updated Homestead Invader teams so that you can even one-shot those invaders whenever you face them. There are some one-shot teams available right now. Okay, we're going to lead it off by talking about the boss team because there's only one of them. There'll be a formation ID in the corner as well. This is going to be the best boss team. It was shared in my previous video on this. However, with the Blade Chaser artifact, you are going to be 100%ing one-shotting the boss, assuming you have these heroes built. And even if you don't have these heroes built, like if you have a 1-copy Corridon, even low copy Rainier, they can work for this team, but you may not be able to get the one shot if they're low upgrades. So Pink Turn on the right, Blue Turn on the left, Shmira on the Stellar Bond, Pheromore buffing up Shmira, Corridon up here. Pheromore, Shmira are all going to be within the hunting circle of Corridon, and they're going to deal massive damage, and Twins for buffing. Blade Chaser artifact, which is a really good artifact for right now. And yeah, charms will not matter for this game mode. Now, for the mobs, which are basically the 5 enemies you are going to be facing, the overall top team, which can one-shot, is going to be this team lineup. But of course, it does have Saida and it does have Shadewing. You'll want to have Shadewing minimum plus 10 exclusive equipment and Saida plus 15 exclusive equipment. But then this is a consistent one-shotting team. We're going to show it to you in action. Blue Turn on the right, Pink Turn on the left. You have Shadewing and Shmira on the Stellar Bond. Saida in front of Shadewing and Gala in the back right corner. With the Star Shower artifact, this is going to be the best artifact for this team. And for like basically all of the teams are going to be using against the mobs. It's just a really effective option. And so this is the top team for the mobs enemies. However, if you don't have Saida, you have a budget version of a team with no Saida in it that can still do very well. This will not be able to one-shot the mobs, but it will get really close. It can do over 95% basically damage to the mobs, which is still really good. Now, you can even try it at low copies of Shadewing. It can be decent. However, you can then try the other free-to-play team I'll show you after this. So Blue Turn on the right, Pink Twin on the left. You have Shadewing, Shmira on the Stellar Bond, Bonnie behind the Pink Twin, Gala in the back right corner with the Star Shower artifact. So there you have the budget team lineup for mobs. And then the free-to-play team lineup for mobs is going to be this one. It is going to be Sonya buffing up Shmira and Siren, who are going to be your basically key damage threats. Shmira just for massive damage and Siren maybe to execute at the end. Bonnie also here because she does great in 5-man enemy teams. And then Twins buffing up Shmira and Bonnie with the Star Shower artifact. So this is going to be the most free-to-play set for the mobs. It will score the lowest. However, it can still do around 90% of the health of the mobs. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and trigger an invasion in my own homestead because as you guys can see, we're sitting at 98%. So we're going to do 10 craft and here we're going to go. So we're going to have to go quick because we don't want people to come and help us and eliminate these before we have a chance to do it ourselves. So we're going to go ahead and attack this boss first. With the boss team, we'll show it fully in action. So yeah, you guys can see I'm already running it here, but I'll just show it to you again. It is going to be the DI boss team with the Blade Chaser artifact. Pink Turn on the right. We're going to go ahead and send this run. So, this team is very effective, and again, charms do not matter for this mode, it just matters your level of upgrades, and you can even run it at 1 copy of Corridon, that'll be fine, but obviously, if he's Supreme Plus, it will be a bit of a damage boost, and you have a higher likelihood of actually clearing the boss. Rainier is going to amplify the damage that the boss receives. Twin's going to provide great buffing. As you guys saw at the beginning of the boss, basically, you cannot deal any damage to him. But then once you hit around the 60-second mark, then you begin breaking through. And now we're just going to be rapidly damaging this boss. The hunting circle of Corridon did fade away, but he was able to resummon it, so that's good. That will just be about his energy, if he has it or not. And there you guys see it, 25 seconds left. We're on track to get the 100% clear pretty safely, as you guys see here. 16 seconds left, 4 health bars left, and yeah, we're gonna clear it with probably 8 seconds left. Yeah, beautiful. So there you see the boss team, very convincing, 100% clear team lineup. Okay, now we're gonna show you guys the mob teams. So for the mob teams, we're going to go ahead and attack this one first. We're first of all going to show you the top mobs team, which is from Fox. This is the Saida team. This is the best one that's consistently getting a one-shot onto the mobs. Blue Turn on the right, Pink Turn on the left. Star Shower artifact. You guys are going to see it in action. Of course, Saida is the queen, basically, of these mobs, along with Shadewing as well. Further, that damage over time that is triggered by Saida, triggered by Shadewing's own ultimate, it's going to get really good value with the Saida once she has her 3 ultimates casted and the blood spikes are going on to the enemies. So you guys are going to see the blood spikes are now active onto the enemies, and now it is just time to blow them up as much as we can. Now, what can usually happen here that can cause you to maybe not get 100% clear is you see these enemies at the front. These are really tanky. You guys seeing him? And so if somehow they are able to tank your damage output, then there can be problems. But this is why Shadewing is so good, because Shadewing with his ultimate, he targets these frontline enemy targets, and then there's going to be no escape for them. And so Shadewing is really essential, because Saida on her own, you guys are seeing, wouldn't have been enough damage, but then Shadewing, focuses those frontline enemies and gets a really good score, as you guys can see here. Okay, now we are going to show you the other team lineups. So the other team lineups are going to be the more budget or free-to-play friendly versions. So here we have, okay, so first we're going to show you the budget version, budget mobs, and this is with Shadewing. It's with Bonnie, but it doesn't have Saida. But this is also doing really well. Blue turn on the right, pink turn on the left, Galahad in the back right. You guys are going to see this one in action. This is also going to be really good. Because again, Shadewing, he does really well at, focusing down these front mobs. And just over time, your area of effect damage from Bonnie and Shamir and stuff, they can usually work and deal damage and break through on the backline mobs. So it's really just you need that kind of targeting on the front line. Either way, this is not expected to get 100% clear, because it just isn't. Without the Saida, you're lacking the firepower to actually do that, but it can get pretty close. And so for a non-Saida variant, this is still going to be a very effective team. And I don't know, we have max level of upgrades on our account. Maybe with good RNG, we are going to be able to get 100%. It's looking pretty good so far, but you guys are seeing these frontline enemies, especially this one who spins. He is really difficult to take down, but I think we might do it. I think we might actually do it with this team, which is crazy. Or we're just going to get really close and not actually manage to get the final one. But we got it. We got it with 7 seconds to spare, which is actually really amazing that even this team is actually going to do that. Okay, now the final team is going to be the free-to-play mobs team. Now, this one is not expected because it doesn't have Shadewing, right? This one's not expected to 100%. However, if you don't have Shadewing, you don't have Saida, then here you have a team option, free-to-play mobs. Blue turn on the right, pink turn on the left, Shamir Bonnie on the Stellar Bond. You're going to have Star Shower Artifact. This one's also really good because Sonya's buffing up your 2 key AoE damage dealers, and Bonnie's going to spread her debuffs to just deal that damage over time to everyone. And Siren is really good because he groups up enemies, it lowers like the travel time for Shmir's ultimate ghost, bombarding them, and then, but most importantly, in the later rounds, like towards the end of this fight, Siren can actually execute these enemies. That's really important, and that can sometimes allow you to get kills that you otherwise wouldn't have. Anyway, but this is the most free-to-play team. It isn't going to be the top performer. Again, I'm not expecting it to get 100 one shot here, but you can get pretty close. Maybe we can do 90%, which is still a great showing if we're able to do that. And you guys are seeing the Star Shower Artifact really coming in clutch for these Homestead Invader teams. Yeah, we're on track to probably get 90%, but we're probably going to be left with those strong enemies. Yeah, those tanky enemies, as you guys see here. Unfortunately, we're just lacking the firepower. Unless Siren can get off another ultimate. Whoa, see, like right there, if Siren could somehow get the ultimate off a little bit sooner, he may have just executed and gotten you the 100%, but either way, this was like a 97% damage. I think there's only 3% left on these enemies, and so that's still really good for the free-to-play mobs team. So anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Good luck one-shotting these Homestead Invader mobs. If there's any other team that's working for you, feel free to share that in the comment section. That's always much appreciated, and thank you guys all so much for watching. And if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video in a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.